boy. He will not live to be a paper man. Florida is having a drought. In the entire state, there is not enough water to make a cup of tea. He finds a puddle.
Young? No, it's just that sometimes rich people think more about money than they do about people. Well, Richard's nothing like that, and I don't think he ever could be. He is simply the sweetest, kindest, most handsome man I've ever met. Only I do have a small problem with his money.
Why? You don't think you'll live long?
We're cooking outdoors.
No, we're having a barbecue.
Do you know what they call cooking meat over an open fire in Sicily?
No, what?
Poverty. Gee, those steaks smell good. What do you know, Rose? You thought you could go out in the ocean and catch fish sticks. Oh, I just love barbecue. Jerk.
Thanks, Ma. Thanks. That really makes me feel a lot better.
Don't get smart with your mother. Listen, Dorothy, I love you dearly, but you're not the first woman to be dumped by her husband.
Oh, Ma, it's not what he did. I mean, I've learned to live with that. It's the way he did it. The least he could have done was...
How can you say I look younger and more beautiful over the telephone? No, it's true. I just wondered how you knew over the telephone. You're kidding. That's great. Okay, I'll see you Friday at 4. Bye-bye. Oh, this is so exciting. Big Daddy's going to be here on Friday. Says he has a big surprise.
God! Oh, he is my all-time favorite TV actor. Oh, I cannot believe that I am actually going to meet Patrick Vaughn. Oh, I've had a crush on him for years. He is the sexiest actor on TV.
I hate to admit it, but he melts my Haagen-Dazs.
Go, I'm tired of arguing with you.
Sophia! Is that a Captain Jack seafood shanty uniform you're wearing? No, Rose. I'm off to discover the Straits of Magellan. Yo-ho!
Saw him first.
But we were meant for each other. I'm a woman, he's a man.
And what am I, Little Richard?
Oh, all right. Fair's fair, but if he has a friend who makes house calls, I can be ill any night this week except Thursday. Well, Doctor, how is she?
Well,
James, this is different. I've been working on this since noon.
Ma, when are you going to learn that these money-making gimmicks of yours never work?
Hey, I'm not the only one with big dreams. I remember a time when we all thought catering was the ticket. You remember that?
Hard to say. Depends how late the guys from Miami Vice want to party. Later.
I don't believe that. But then what can I expect? His father's a Yankee. I guess I really should have given him some money. You should have given him a smack. I don't believe in hitting children. Think about a guest room.
Look, if we don't start seeing results, you are out of here!
Do you know how hard it is to find a good contractor?
Yes, and you're living proof.
Ernie, she didn't mean that. You are not going to believe what happened. Those Nielsen twins are back together. What? Lars Lindquist, the man they were fighting over, he's dead. Found slumped over a desk at his Volvo dealership. When the girls found out about it, they decided to forgive each other. Now they're back together in the tournament.
Blanche? Blanche?
I'm fine. I just feel a little cold and clammy and just a little short of breath.
Very nice.
And you know what else was nice about that day? That was my first kiss.
Mine too.
Go get it, Dorothy. Whip their butts.
Wore a fedora on Saturday. He walks towards me, reaches out his hand and says, Sophia, you can come now. There's room for you now.
That's it?
You want them to show up with Barbara Eden and the College All-American football team? It's a dream, not a Bob Hope special. I'm dying, Dorothy. Saturday, 9 o'clock. Don't make any plans.
Ma, you going?
It's my day to volunteer at the hospital.
Oh, Sophia, you know it's really sweet of you to volunteer.
I like charity work. Besides, I got my eye on an eligible doctor for Dorothy. I hope he likes charitable work, too.
Listen, Dorothy, I'm going to an art show tomorrow night. I always
Say Chekhov Wheel of Fortune.
Well, that's because he has his own late-night talk show now.
Oh, yeah, right. The man spins a big wooden wheel for 8 years. Suddenly, he's discussing détente with Henry Kissinger. What else happened lately? Mike Tyson hosting Masterpiece Theater? No.
Hi, I'm Eddie.
It took a computer to come up with this? I'm Dorothy. These are my friends, Blanche and Rose. How do you do? How do you do? Eddie, I hope you're not too terribly disappointed.
Oh, Charlie was very stubborn and very dapper.
And then what happened?
And he told me he loved me, and then it was over. And I put a pair of gray flannel pants on him and a blue shirt.
She's my family.
We're your family too, Dorothy. And you remember that. We might not be blood, but we're here.
Oh, God, I miss her already.
So there I was with no vet, and Petunia was about to give birth to her piglets.
Hello. Oh, I'm sorry. I hope I'm not interrupting anything.
Dorothy, meet my director, Cy Ferber. Cy, my daughter, Dorothy.
Daughter? You're kidding.
Cy, I assure you, I won't be flattered if you say you thought she was my sister.
No.
Lunch because, she didn't want to gain weight. And then after lunch, she walked out of the restaurant and a gargoyle fell off the building, hit her on the head, and killed her. Oh, no. Look at what her last meal was.
That is tragic. Rose, you know you like dancing.
I like square dancing.
This is just like square dancing. All right, count me in. Oh, great. Just one thing. When you do-si-do, your legs are wrapped around your partner's neck.
Left me. Chrissy left me for a younger man.
Younger than Chrissy? Where did she meet him? Camp Snoopy?
I didn't want to say anything. What the hell?
We tell Dorothy we want to go to Hollywood? Why don't we? As soon as she gets up. Hey, to Hollywood! To Hollywood!
Morning. I guess you ladies didn't recognize...
We don't keep chicken soup here. We only have vegetable soup, and if that looks like vegetable soup, you're in a lot of trouble.
How are you gonna know it's mine?
I'll know it's yours because I'll put your name on it.
How old are you?
Too old for you.
Has he been your doctor ever since you were...
Club. And that's where I first met Eddie, the aqua midget. He was a blue midget? Don't be ridiculous. He was a diving midget. What was his act? He used to jump off
I finally got my membership card from the Shoppers Warehouse store.
Gloria at the museum shops there, but don't you have to buy everything in large quantities?
So what? They give you great bargains. Well, look at this. If you buy 10 boxes of adult diapers, they're only $8 a box.
Ma, you don't wear diapers.
A lot of my friends do.
checks anymore. Well, I can't afford to live without that pension.
Well, honey, now let's not panic. I'm sure they can't just cut you off.
She's right. There has to be a good explanation. Honey, you'll call them tomorrow. Everything will be fine.
Well, what if it's not? What if I can't pay my own way? What if I can't afford food? What if I have to sleep outside in some park? They aren't living together.
I know what he means.
It's just a little breather, you know, give each other space.
She threw you out, didn't she?
She changed the locks and everything. I mean, she even tossed all my clothes out the window. You can't imagine what it's like searching for your underwear in the back seat of a convertible.
Tell me about it. Weekend, but I'll check in with you on Monday. I love you too. Bye.
How is Big Daddy?
I think he's just missing me. He's a little blue. But when this festival is over, I'll fly up to Atlanta and spend a few days with him. Come on, darling, come on.
Look at this. Look at this. Here's a couple that's willing to pay $400 a night for a room. Hey!
Rose, for the past half hour, you've been humming jingle bells and yelling, hey. Now, why must you do that?
Because it's too hard to hum the hay.
Oh, boy, it is hell. I cannot believe a person would push a perfect stranger out of the way, step on her hand, and give her an elbow to the forehead just for a Batman hat. But I did it anyway. I got the hat. Now, I guess I just have this thing about giving gifts that are more fun than the ones my grandparents...
Gosh, I wish I could afford something pretty like this for my potential car buyers, but I'm having those end-of-the-month money problems. Made a fool of myself, didn't I?
Yes!
I feel awful, just awful.
Listen, if you don't want tonight to turn into a total disaster, you have to stop being so self-conscious.
Oh, well, you're right, of course. Dr. Newman is a guest in our home. If I'm self-conscious, he'll be ill at ease. I can't allow that to...
Oh, there it is. Ma, what are you doing with my resume?
Punching it up. How's this? 1946 to 1984 took part in extensive anthropological research.
Why anthropological research?
Because it's better than saying married to...
Care for you, Jonathan? Then will you marry me? Yes. Yes. Oh, yes. 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 Yes.
Oh, Rose, honey, wake up. Rosie, wake up, darling.
there, and they will need protection. They can pay me or fry in the sun.
Ma, that is a terrible thing to do to your neighbors.
I'll cut you in for half.
We should also sell visors. There's a man on our lawn. Get me to Shady Pines when you have a hernia.
You took me there after I had a stroke?
I'm not getting anywhere. Blanche, you talk to her.
A wet bar.
Blanche! Look, Ma, I love you, and I know what's best for you. And besides, I don't want to feel pangs of guilt for the next 20 years. Made love in the daylight.
Why is that amazing?
Well, you can't hide anything in the daytime. At night, I could be Godzilla. You'd be thrilled.
I'm thrilled, period. Everything about you thrills me.
And that's amazing.
It's for Dorothy. I think it's Glenn. That's the fourth time he's called today. Well, you know what we're supposed to tell him. Go on.
Hello? Dorothy's not home and she's never coming home again. Now don't call here anymore. This is Rose. Who is this?
Got one funny line? And how about that sequel? Dorothy, what the hell were we just talking about?
Look, Ma, Stan and I have a long history together, and it's nice that we're finally able to talk to each other as friends.
Friends are one thing, Dorothy, but he's your ex-husband and you're giving him the wrong guy.
Do that.
Yes, I do. I've just been in dry dock. I'm back now. I'm suited up, Coach. Put me back in the game.
Okay, but you have to listen to everything I say. When I say jump, you say on who? Against dead people. I've never seen one. I never intend to.
Didn't you see your husband when he was dead?
Oh, no, I cannot look at dead people. That's why I don't even watch the news. Every now and then they sneak a corpse in on you. You could be watching a perfectly lovely little story about Central America. All of a sudden, bam, a dead body.
This is ridiculous. I mean, here we...
People only use the
when a really big storm is a-coming or a-brewing, so grab a sack and start a-shoveling.
Ma, the weather report said nothing about a hurricane.
Ida Perlberg down at the senior center woke up this morning with a leg cramp. Need I say more? Sal, it is you. You always did such a great Cagney.
Sweetheart, how do you feel?
How do I feel? I feel great. Hey, this is wonderful. My bunions don't hurt, my arthritis is gone, and my teeth are teeth.
Here, all the pottery.
Oh, that's all right, Dorothy. Not everybody likes them. But boy, Miles has just disappeared. Have you seen him?
Maybe I will have a herringbone.
What about Miles?
And one for later. Oh, Ma, I've done something terrible. I didn't think it was going to happen, but it did. Here and hit those books.
Oh, if you want a diploma, you have to apply yourself. Do you think Bob Hope got all those degrees without studying?
Rose, let me handle this. Listen, Blanche, nobody said that going back to...
Oh, yeah. Do you think it's easy to be cheerful around you two? You know how many of these stinking hot toddies I have to drink to keep on a happy face? Well, I'm not going to do it anymore. I'm not speaking to either of you.
And I'm not speaking to you either.
Me neither, to either of you.
Bye. Barry was the man that I wanted to be the first.
First where?
On Mars, Rose. My first lover.
Well, so what happened?
Stanley. That's what happened. Stanley. I went to a drive-in with Stanley.
Excellent riveter.
I can understand how you could confuse the two.
Anyway, the point is, guilt is a very bad thing. Story over.
I was just talking to Lily. I hear you're moving with her back to Chicago.
That's right.
Good idea. Now you can ruin your...
Kitchen is.
Well, I figured the way I've been crashing into everything, you'd rather get it.
Maybe you should get your drink of water yourself.
I thought you said you'd look after me, Rose.
Lily, if you can't even get yourself a drink of water, you're helpless. And that scares me.
How do you think I feel?
Song, and I want you to hear it.
Listen, Daddy, I want to talk to you about this singing.
It's been just wonderful, honey. I love singing. Now, I know I'm just getting started, and I got a lot to learn, but the audiences will come around. I'll do just fine.
You know, you're talking about this singing like it's some kind of career.
Well, it is. Now, see what you think of this. Bye, Branch.
Just awful. I shouldn't have lost my temper that way.
Honey, you were upset. Didn't Bette Midler win a special Grammy for that?
Oh, girls, isn't it wonderful how we always have such a good time together? It's been that way right from the start.
Please, Rose, don't you remember the day after we moved in when we went shopping together?
Everybody stay right where they are. The wagons will be here momentarily to transport all of you downtown.
Downtown? He means jail.
Oh, really, Rose? I thought he meant Neiman Marcus.
I've never been in jail. What you're doing.
I don't need a lecture.
Well, Meg, you can't be happy with the way your life is going.
I don't want to talk about it.
Well, if you ever do want to talk about it, you know, neighbor to neighbor, I'm here.
Half the time, I was nibbling a giant shrimp out of Jerry Reed's hand.
You're making this whole thing up just to rub it in. You have never met these people.
Jealousy is a very ugly thing, Dorothy. And so are you in anything backless.
Grief counselor, it's what you do for a living.
I know, but I have the highest suicide rate in the office.
Look, Rose, if you don't want to go out with Stan, just say so.
I don't want to go out with Stan.
Oh, honey, I know that going out with Stan is a big favor.
The biggest? You're asking me to spend it when Amy was out cleaning the street with his tongue. Sophia, we live in the greatest country in the world. A country founded on the principles of honesty, truth, and fairness. I am certain that once we present our petition, the democratic system will prevail, and our noble endeavor to save that mighty oak will prove victorious. Certainly sound pretty Peace, the lusty, steamy passions that constantly threaten to erupt from within me.
When I was 16, I had acne and played the accordion in the marching band.
Well, nothing seemed to go right that year. But the final indignity occurred during the Miss Magnolia Blossom pageant.
So, Margaret, you're from Atlanta.
Well, that's right.
That child over there is trying to steal my daddy away. She's no better than a tick on a slow-moving hound dog.
Why is everyone around here talking like Burl Ives? I'll get it.
Atlanta must be a lovely city. Have they You girls, don't look.
Michael Zbornak, you get out of that bed right now.
Believe me, Mom, I'd like to. But in light of the fact that my clothes are hanging on the doorknob, I don't think it's such a good idea.
Oh, my God, they're naked.
Oh, no. I just have something in my eye.
That's dog love in your eyes.
All right, I admit it. I love dogs. It just breaks my heart that that dog is gone.
I know. I felt the same way when I dropped him off. That's why I stopped.
Anyway, that's when I decided it's about time I fulfilled my lifelong dream to join those daring men who soar above the earth.
You want to be an astronaut?
Oh, no, I don't like to go to the bathroom in my suit. I want to be a traffic reporter. I want the name Isaac Newton to be remembered.
I know what you're thinking, that I'm only after your money, but I love you from the depths of my soul. The fact that you're a wealthy widow only makes me want to protect you, not to take advantage of you.
Whoa, Willie. You got your bullet any minute. Sophia keeps coming up with excuses not to go shopping.
I'm ready, Rose.
Sophia, what's the matter?
I saw the doctor yesterday, and I can't talk about it. Let's go to the mall.
Wait a minute. What is it, Sophia?
All right, you dragged it out of me.
To see each other ever? Is this the way you want things left between you?
Wait a minute. Are you referring to Francesca Ragusso's Christmas party back in '55?
Yes, the one where you kissed my Carmine.
What? I never kissed Carmine. You never even kissed Carmine.
I remember it like it was yesterday.
Dishes. The next thing I knew, I came to in a motel with my toupee in my mouth.
I cannot believe this. I cannot believe that I am hearing this. I mean, I always assumed that something like this could happen, but I just figured it would be with that blonde secretary you had, who couldn't type or take shorthand.
You're wrong on 2 counts, Dara.
Opened up to me this way and poured out such crap.
Didn't buy any of it, huh?
Not true. I believe you're scared. You know, you've just discovered something most of us have known for years. That life doesn't always turn out exactly the way you like.
I want to make a confession. I've never told this to another living soul, but I'm not perfect.
But
No, I mean it. Look in my left eye. What do you see?
well, there's a little sleep crust in the corner.
God, he's good.
Oh, excuse me. Have you seen Patrick?
Blanche, have you seen Patrick?
No. Who's the flower for?
Oh, it's for Patrick. I thought I'd give him a rose for good luck.
Oh, I love Tony Bennett.
Oh, so do I. He was always so sweet to me.
Blanche, you dated Tony Bennett?
Honey, I did more than date him. He may have left his heart in San Francisco, but he left his shorts on my radiator.
Those Vero Beach?
Jill, what are you doing?
Nothing.
Nothing. You're ripping the pages out of that book. Well, somebody should take a hickory switch to your behind.
Blanche, come on now, calm down, calm down. Let me show you how a professional teacher deals with this.
I don't... Look at that. She likes me.
Oh, thank God. Emily, pack up your diapers. You're on your way home. Ma, why didn't you use your key?
I left it home. I thought it would weigh me down.
Rose. Oh, Rose. Grow up. So big.
Very nice to meet you, too.
Dorothy's done nothing but talk about you for weeks.
Rose.
Every time she mentions your name, she practically glows.
Rose.
I think she's really very smitten with you.
Rose.
He's a priest, isn't he? To pretend I'm not here.
No, I'm sorry, Rose, but ever since you filmed me naked giving myself a pedicure, I've become slightly aware of your presence.
Dorothy, my child, sunshine of my life. You got that in a close-up, Rose?
Ma, why are you dressed like someone who just is...
Forget you.
You won't have time to. You'll be back here before you know it. This is your home. This is where you belong. You're what this country is all about.
Say goodbye to Rose and Blanche for me. Adios, Teach.
We're drinking out of a glass.
Blanche, don't you and Jake have dinner reservations for tonight?
Yes, we do. He's late.
Well, I'm sure he has a good reason. And even if he hasn't, who cares? He is a dreamboat.
You know, girls, these...
Where's Lucy's husband?
Not on the show.
Desi wasn't on the show?
Desi played Ricky.
Who did Lucy play?
Lucy.
I know, but who did she play?
Lucy.
Right, but who did she play?
Lucy played Lucy.
Well, then why didn't Desi play Desi?
He wasn't tall enough. Come in.
Just listen. We are throwing a surprise birthday party for Blanche. I want you to go out to the lanai and mingle with the other guests.
Check. What's a lanai?
March!
She's not sick and she's not pregnant.
It's a Thanksgiving already?
Dennis dumped me.
Oh, sugar, I'm so sorry. Gee, I wish there was something I could say to make you feel better. Would it help if I told you I always hated him?
Oh, Daddy. I know how much it hurts, darling. But you know, I've been rejected many times. And so... You think we'll stay like this always?
I think eventually we'll have to go to the bathroom.
And you'll love me always?
Always.
Because I won't always look like this, you know.
Honey, you don't look like you did 10 years ago, but that hasn't...
Willing to forget about it, so am I.
He has his good days and he has his bad days. You just never know what to expect.
No, I understand. My mother can be the same way. I guess it's just part of getting older.
Some of it. But my father...
I will never forget the look on your face when Dorothy and I tangled onto the floor.
And I will never forget the look on your faces when you were disqualified and I won $1,000.
And it was so sporting of you to share your...
Mental problem. The fact is, when you take an animal out of its natural environment, it's not uncommon for it to have a hard time adjusting to new surroundings.
Are you trying to tell us that that pig is dying of homesickness?
In a way, yes. My recommendation is to get him back to the farm. Once he's home, he should do a lot better.
Thank you.
Everyone? I was supposed to speak at a funeral this afternoon, and now I can't, but I'd still like to give my speech.
People, we switch now to Moscow.
Actually, we're divorced.
Oh, I'm terribly, terribly sorry. Love your shirt.
Nice. I gave myself a perm and took up jazzercise. You bought a car without telling me?
How can I explain it? When I sat behind the wheel, people noticed me. People paid attention. That car was a chick magnet.
That is it, Stanley. That's it.
Your hair.
Oh, damn, I never should have opened that sunroof. This just isn't my week.
Here you go.
Thanks, Dorothy. Dorothy, listen. I'm really sorry about all of this. It's all my fault. Here.
Friends, in their time of need.
And I can't believe that the two of you are so inconsiderate that you would disturb me with something this ridiculous when you know how important my exam is. If I don't pass it, I don't get my raise.
That's it. Everybody out. Sophia, we're scared. I'm scared, too, that we won't be able to afford meat on the table. You want to...
I'm sorry, I thought you knew.
How can you blame him? The man looked at the three of you naked for him.
Watch, but there's nothing we can do. It's her daughter. It's her choice. It's like something that happened back in St. Olaf.
Oh, Rose, stop. Rose, why is it when any one of us makes an observation, the first thing we hear from you is back in St. Olaf? Did it ever occur to you that we might be sick and tired of hearing back in St. Olaf, back in St. Olaf, back in St. Olaf?
Done. By the way, was that a real English Bobby spanking you there in front of Big Ben?
Now, ladies, would you like to meet the other contestants?
Oh, look, there's Guy Corbin. Oh, what a hunk.
Oh, that man makes my Ovaltine.
That's a good bell.
Get the door.
Shrimp?
Sophia, isn't there anything we can do to convince you to stay? Months.
Years.
Look, I agree with everything you're trying to say, but it is not that simple. The woman is my mother, and right now she needs my attention.
Why don't you just tell her how you feel? She'll understand.
You honestly think so?
Sonia,
Gorgeous.
I'll ask him. Vincenzo, quanto costa?
Costa? Oh, gratis, gratis. A me mi piace di lavorare, poi mi allontano dal centro, capisci? A me mi piace di stare in compagnia delle belle ragazzine, capisci?
He says he'll do it for nothing. He likes getting away from the center.
No. Oh, Dorothy's upset about Michael and Lorraine.
Really?
Oh, Blanche, how would you feel if your son were marrying an older woman?
Dorothy, when my son was 5 years old, he nearly burned down our whole town. Since then, nothing he does upsets me. Hell, he could marry Lillian Gish and I wouldn't care.
As it turned out, Stan's mother wasn't so bad after all.
Please, the woman wasn't human. I think she ate mice.
Hello? Charlie! Hey, everyone, it's Charlie Jr.
I'm wearing his medical alert bracelet.
When did this start?
Well, I have been allergic to penicillin ever since...
Not bad. I mean, this sick relationship.
Por favor, let me explain. I still care for you deeply. I did not mean for this to happen. It just did when
They'll stop. Even surgical stockings only have so much elastic. Hello. I thought you two would be asleep by now.
Girl, Bruce Willis's hair.
Blanche, I want to talk to you.
I'm in no mood to fight.
Neither am I. That's what I want to talk about. We've been at each other's throats for weeks. We've also been running ourselves ragged trying to outdo each other. It has to stop.
I'm not giving Fidel up, Sophia.
Is Adolf Hitler. Where's my history book? Is this the man we're talking
Yes,
about?
that is Adolf Hitler.
You can call him whatever you want, but that's Fritz Stickelmeyer. I'm assured of that.
Rose, what are you doing?
I'm trying to lure that UFO back with a flashlight and a pie pan. I read an article once in the St. Olaf Times that says this is the best way to do it. It's more fun. It's like with Santa Claus. The best Christmas we ever had was when all 8 of my brothers and sisters, from Lily to Michael, all still believed. That must be 10 years ago now.
I just found out I'm the most boring person alive.
Did something happen to Regis Philbin?
No. I was listing my accomplishments for the St. Olaf Woman of the Year, and it wasn't until I saw them in black. Let me get us some refreshments before we start.
Please make yourself comfortable. Sorry it's so hot. And here we are in the middle of a heat wave with no air conditioning.
Not necessarily. If Rose wins the award, you'll be flown all expenses paid to St. Olaf to attend the ceremony.
Oh, well, this year I was planning to watch it on TV. Blanche, we all had an agreement. No one dates Harry until an appropriate amount of time has passed.
I know, 18 months. I have it marked on my calendar with a big red circle. As of today, that man is in play. I'm just amazed I was able to wait so.
Best thing a person can do.
That didn't sound right when you said it on our honeymoon, and it doesn't sound right now.
Shortstop should have had that one.
Nice.
Except Dr. Jerry's medical report.
Why?
I don't know, something about his prison record. They insist you be examined by one of their physicians. This is a real bummer. We've gotten this far and it's suddenly starting to all fall apart. It's over.
One pack will last her a lifetime. Dorothy?
Out in a minute, Ma.
I'm stuck.
Yeah, being stuck?
No, I'm stuck on the gum somebody left on this bench. Okay, now you just give me your honest reactions when people go by. That's how I'll tell.
Okay.
Here comes one. Go. No, too thin.
I think he was talking to you.
Oh. I'm having a little trouble putting this all together. Clayton, I just feel like I don't know you anymore.
I'm the same person. I always was.
No, you're not. You used to be just like me.
What? Great looking?
Yes.
Ma, you scared me to death.
You scared me to death. You could put on a little makeup, there could be a single doctor. I'd like to know you're being taken care of, or at least getting a little on the side.
See what I'm going to do. Tomorrow, before the wedding, I'm going to tell Stan I love him.
Well, way to go, Rose. You talked her into doing exactly the opposite of what we wanted her to do.
I guess that's why they took me off the suicide hotline at work.
And I have to get something off my chest.
I agree. There, that's much better.
Boy, I'll say, okay, let's go.
I am not going anywhere.
Would you girls excuse me? My girdle is killing me.
He's wearing a girdle?
And padded shoulders.
And knowing him, a sock in his crotch.
Hi, Sophia.
Let's roll, Freddie. We got a game to win.
That was really a sweet thing for Sophia to do.
I know.
But if she loses, I'll punch her stinking heart out.
Find out what it is, or my name isn't Sophia Petrillo. Oh, yeah. Maybe the doctor is right. Maybe I do need all 3 pills a day.
Dorothy will never tell her.
Tell her what?
The secret that I don't know.
Ever since I was 15, that and having major surgery and telling me about it 2 days later. Sometimes she didn't even need the surgery.
That's guilt.
Well, the days of my mother making me feel guilty.
The 3 of us thought it might be fun to go away for the weekend. So we went away to this cute little woodsy mountain retreat. Well, when we got there, were we in for a surprise? Isn't this lodge great? Oh, boy, it sure is. It's just so beautiful up here. The fresh air and the wide open spaces. You know, being in the mountains always puts me in a romantic mood. Dorothy, did you ever make love on top of a mountain?
No, the closest I ever came was making love on top of a fat guy called Old Smoky. Let's check in. Fun in the buff at a mountain retreat. Hike, swim, and play volleyball while the sun beats down on your fanny. Call David Horowitz. I mean, how can they get away with this misrepresentation?
I don't understand how people can run around showing their naked bodies to total... No, thank you.
Now, that wasn't so bad, was it?
Joe, I need a price check on some condoms. These 3 ladies here want a couple of boxes of the King George prophylactics.
No pictures, no slides, and no walks down memory lane.
I'll come with you.
What are we, nuns? We don't have to travel in pairs. I'm out of here. Hey, Sam, what's that you're playing? Make me do this for the rest of my life.
Okay, only if you promise you'll live forever.
Okay, I promise.
How can you make a promise like that?
Hey, if I don't come through, what are you going to do to me?
Blanche.
Rose, listen, I think maybe I owe you an apology. When we were having our argument, I may have said some things I didn't mean.
Like when you said I was a dummy?
No. Anyway, the important thing is for us to stay partners and finish our book.
Oh, forget it. There isn't going to be any book.
Now, what are you saying?
Oh, well, this is all my fault. Let me do it. Oh.
And now my beautiful assistant will step into the magic box.
Alfonso, I need to make an announcement.
Yes, well, take your time. I forgot the...
Cautiously and books only a ferry to Sardinia, saving the rest of her money for a rainy day.
Let me guess, Ma. You were the one who chose adventure.
You also would have said Baltimore instead of the New World. You're no good at this, Dorothy. I'm the girl who played it safe. Way around. If for no other reason than to see Chevy Chase get his butt kicked.
You can't fight. You can't take a chance like that.
Look, I have to, Charlie. I need the money for school.
But what about your hands? What if something happens to your hands?
They'll be fine. And after tomorrow, I'll never fight again.
Or never play the violin again.
A bunch. Is everybody thinking what I'm thinking?
That was a really mean thing to say.
As a general rule, Rose, you should not be the first to answer.
Girl's mouth water.
Oh, my God. That's her. I sure hope time has been good to Trudy. Good, not great. Oh, Trudy.
Dorothy!
Oh.
That loss, Dorothy. You just
picked up the pieces and went on, just like you did after Stanley ran off with that stewardess. Boy, I envy you your gumption.
Yes, and I your breast implants.
This may not be my place, but you...
Riverboat floating down the Mississippi Delta. Finish the damn story, Blanche.
Anyway, it was at a Southern seafood fry that I proudly dragged Kathy Lee over to meet my folks. Well, my mama took one look at Kathy Lee and forbade me ever to see her again. Why?
What are you talking about?
You knew Trudy was playing a practical joke all along and you never shared it with your best friends. We thought you were devastated. We suffered right along with you. Yeah. That was insensitive. Insensitive. Selfish. Selfish. Listen, as far as we are concerned, Dorothy Spornak, you have gone too far this time. No, this is unforgivable.
Rose, are you all right?
Never better. Why do you ask? Well, maybe because yesterday you acted like a crazy person. Oh, yeah, I'm sorry. I was a little on edge. Don't worry, it won't happen again.
Rose, what are those pills for?
The doctor... Anyway, we had to till the soil, so I volunteered to pull the plow and I hurt my back. How long have you been taking these pills? I guess around 30 years.
30 years? Rose, I doubt that your doctor wanted you to take those things for...
You have to do this. No, I can stop by myself. I can quit cold turkey.
Cold turkey? After 30 years, doing it alone without professional help could be dangerous.
But I won't be alone. I'll be with you. Oh, if you'll just see me through the night, I know I can lick this. Come on, what do you say, girls? Are you in this? Sorry, I guess I'm just a little wound up. Well, that's Holly now. Will you guys help me through this? Well, sure, absolutely. Oh, thanks a million. God, I hate this woman. Holly. Rose, oh, Rose. It's so...
It's the woman you always dreamt you could be.
Eduardo, you've done it again. Will happen can ever change that.
Dopo tutto quel mangiare. Driaschi.
Of course, I could be wrong.
How often does a hospital mix up two babies? Have you ever heard of such a thing? Well, have you?
Are you here for the methadone program?
I'm sorry, I'm here for my mother.
Surgery.
No, blood test. You?
Oh, is someone going into surgery?
Blanche, you're not dressed for class. That's because I'm not going. Why not? Why not? I will tell you why not. Because I cannot flounce around a dance floor like some cheap, trashy slut in heat.
You don't have to decide tonight. You should take all the time you need.
The point is, if you turn a nice buck on this place today, you can buy a bigger and better place tomorrow.
But I'm not sure I want to go right out and buy a new house. Maybe I want to take some time to travel first. I have relatives scattered all over this country. Relatives that get to come to visit. I wonder who that could be.
I'm sure it's no one.
Hi, it's me, Stan.
See, what did I tell you? Stanley, what do you want?
I need to borrow a car.
No.
Doesn't anybody want to know why I need to borrow a car?
No.
Oh, fine. I know when I'm not wanted.
Work it in anyway. What tragedy, Rose?
I can't talk about it.
Fine.
Good. But it had to do with barbecuing elk, a big fire, and someone who lost his balance.
Got it.
Clear as a bell. What happened? Oh, it was an old wives' tale. I didn't become loose for another year and a half.
Oh, I remember when I started shaving. I was 13. and I wanted to shave because I was going to a movie with Alan Steckler. You remember him, Ma?
Small head and...
Oh, this place is fantastic. I feel like I did when I was 20.
You mean unmarried and pregnant?
Blanche, look around. Isn't this wonderful?
Darling, I do feel something for you. I think maybe I always have.
I knew it.
But I don't believe it's love. Not the way you mean it. The only thing we've talked about tonight and ever since I got here is George. Now, I love...
I guess variety is the spice of life.
My Charlie never cheated on me. I think it was because the divorce laws were so stringent in St. Olaf. The wife gets to keep everything that doesn't ferment.
Well, Rose, do I look like the mayor of Palm Springs?
Doug Henning is the mayor of Palm Springs? Just placed opposite side of the street parking. Nobody could understand the concept. I mean, it doesn't matter which side of the street you park on, there's always an opposite side.
What an injustice. Hemingway ran out of stories to tell and shot himself.
But more important than that, what about David? What happened with you?
Well, I talked to him, and he's really a very nice young man. I think I was taking my anger at George out on David.
You're going to have to find a way to forgive George.
I will forgive him. It'll just take a little time.
Little cheesecake. See him?
You remember.
No, but the odds were in my favor.
Oh, Rose, hi. Listen, I just picked up these pamphlets at a cosmetic surgeon, and I want you to help me decide which alterations I'll get.
Blanche, none of these women have any tops on.
Well, I know, honey. Swept up in the wave? Yes, that's it. Can't use this towel.
Blanche, it's an emergency. We'll replace it next week.
Oh, no, you cannot replace this towel. There are too many fond memories attached to this towel.
Blanche, please, I am in no mood to hear about the parade of endless sexual encounters that you have experienced up and down the...
Unfortunately, they're not home right now.
Dorothy, I gotta talk to you. I owe you a big apology.
For what, Ma?
For what I said before, you know, about you not knowing a thing about plumbing. Dorothy,
You just take a hint and go away.
Just a minute, Dorothy. I am sick and tired of being dumped on by you. Yes, I screwed up our marriage. We all know that. But it wasn't a yutz for all of those years. There were some pretty good times before things went wrong.
Until I found out about them.
Old news, Dorothy. This...
Well, you don't love a little girl for 10 years and then just walk out of her life. I'll face it, you didn't care.
Did you or did you not wear your very first formal, white with pink trim, to the junior prom? And did you not come home wearing a football jersey? It was so no one would notice. You don't know how much I wanted to hug you. I just had to see my dumpling on her wedding day.
It's nice to match the name up with a face.
Father, won't you sit down? And would you like something to drink?
Tea would be lovely if it's no trouble.
No, not at all. I already had some boiling water on account of this cyst on my bum.
Dorothy, as you're already...
If you can find something to compliment him on.
Hi. Is it my imagination, or do you have less hair on your knuckles?
Well, it could be, Sophia. At my age, everything starts to go.
Sophia, it's Miles.
Hey. My address is on my card, and I have a meeting with a client in a half hour, so I better get rolling. See you at 8.
Oh, by the way, Ma.
Okay, thank you. Oh, great news. There's an organization called Pets for People. They match up pets with old people. Well, I took Bingo over there.
I think it's time you told her, Clayton.
Told me what?
I wanted you to meet Doug for a very important reason.
Well, why?
Blanche, we're getting married.
Let's give her a big hand.
Honey, I'm so sorry.
Dorothy, I'd like you to meet Irving Capella. He's the one who did the ice sculptures. Aren't they nice?
75% off.
Irving would very fine.
I think I've got everything. Can I kiss Roy goodbye?
No.
No?
We're not going anywhere.
Give me that baby.
I have to agree with Blanche on this one. Half the fun is in getting there. And boy, did your father and I have fun trying for you.
Ma, I don't think I want to hear this.
I wasn't going to tell you until you're 60, but I think you can handle it now. We lived in New York.
Smaller. Hey. Oh.
Anyway, Dorothy, these new hearing aids just fit right in the ear canal. Nobody can even see them, so what does it matter?
It matters because it's a step I don't want to take.
Dan.
Ladies and gentlemen, you now have enough clues to solve these murders. Who did it? How? And why?
The butler did it.
I'm a maitre d'.
Thank you. The maitre d' did it.
Philip did it.
Gloria did it.
It was after the murder, other than you and your staff, were the waiter, the security chief, and the 4 of us.
So
when Miss McGlynn was reconstructing the murder scene, she described Blanche's dress being slung over the bed.
it was. I saw it.
But Miss McGlynn could only have seen it if...
Melissa? Melissa, may I speak with you, please?
Could you wait a moment? Someone's having a story read to her.
Me all these years.
Well, no.
Then unburden yourself, Ma. Not just to your daughter, but to your friend.
Here goes. The man you saw in that picture was Guido Spirelli. He was my first husband through an arranged marriage, which I had later annulled.
And?
Hey, when did you sneak in?
Listen, I just got the television station to give me 8 hours of airtime for the telethon.
Rose, that's wonderful.
The only thing is there are so many things to get organized. I'm going to have to get somebody to help me do this.
Well, you could stop.
I'm sorry for crying. Me too.
But how can you thank someone who's taken you from crayons to perfume?
There you go. There you go. Sal. Sal.
Ma, are you okay?
What happened?
Oh, Ma, you were choking. You passed out. Rose saved your life.
But I was in heaven with your father. I didn't want to come back. Thanks for nothing, you nitwit.
How long do you think you can stay handcuffed?
My personal best is 32 hours. Of course, then I had somebody to play with.
original Mickey Mouse Club sweatshirt that Roy wore. I got it at an auction.
Oh, my God, I love Roy. Oh, there was something about him. Woof. Oh, Dorothy, I just can't imagine a better birthday present.
Neither can I. Blanche?
Hey, wait a minute. I have a much better idea. Let's all conga.
Later, Blanche.
We want to hear Dorothy sing. Okay,
They call her hard-hearted Hannah, the vampire.
I wanna be loved by you, just you, nobody else but you. I wanna be loved by you, alone. Oh, hi, handsome. What's your name?
His name's Don, and he just had hip surgery.
Want me to stop coming here? Just say so.
I want you to stop coming here.
Like hell I will.
Then what are we gonna do?
Why don't we share? Let's just be sure that we both don't show up on the same night.
You mean like I would come 3 nights a week and you come 3?
Right. Well, wait a minute. What about sorry? Miles, I didn't mean to disturb you.
Oh, that's quite all right.
Oh, I just had to get away from all those men in there, all demanding my attention.
Well, I understand.
I mean, all those guys, they're just hanging on my every word.
Golly, that must be annoying.
Not really. Where's Rose?
Hey, kissing. Hello. Dorothy, Miles, lips aflame, they were kissing. And? And she's pregnant with his love child. What do you mean, and? Isn't that enough? Aren't you shocked?
Not really. I saw them kiss.
See you in the generous phrase in my allowance. Isn't she a beauty? Only 1,300 easy payments.
Ma, we have to talk.
The salesman tried to jerk me around on the price, but once he found out I was Jessica Tandy, I got a deal.
Ma, I wouldn't get too attached to this.
I've named her Tanya.